Room low for Virginia. Heelte for Stanford, and the opening tip goes to the Cavaliers.
They are really locked in on him.
This guy can shoot it, man. And he drains a three. That is Benny Gealer. He is a 44% three-point shooter. Bakpara with the ball. He is a presence and a good bounce pass. Good catch down there, and then finishing underneath is Heelte. Malik Thomas coming off a 20-point effort in the win over Cal to start the week. And there's De Ridder, splits defenders for the first basket by Virginia.
Late double team that time by Virginia. Good dig in by Thomas.
And Heelte able to somehow corral that ball and lays it off for Gealer.
When a UMBC team coached by one Ryan Odom became the first in history to beat a 1 seed in Virginia. And then they go next year and win the championship.
Well, it's great play out of a timeout. Backdoor cut.
Well, you got everybody lifted along the free throw line.
And a takeaway and one. Takeaway and the lay-in. Ryan Agarwal points in the win over Virginia Tech.
You know, you throw the ball back out toward half court and it gets picked off, almost impossible, you know, unless Mallory gets a miracle play right.
16th overall season as a head coach. Columbia with San Francisco and Washington State. And how about that for the big fella?
But you know, as a player, you've got to have that internal clock.
Shot clock at 5, and that is deflected. Thomas going to have to put it up, and does! Got to be a mismatch somewhere. You got De Ridder on Gealer. Shot clock at 3. Tough shot there. Wow. Trailing by 7 exactly midway through this opening half. How about the 7-footer? And the tip up there is good. I think that was De Ridder who got that tip. I thought it was him that had the hand on it. He has 6. And then 7, 8, 9. And there's a 3 by Gealer. He's almost single-handedly keeping him in it. He was a great story. He was a priority walk-on and playing in his 65th game here today in a 2-year starter. Tip in there again on the offensive glass, Mike.
So let me do a little math for you, Tom. That Virginia's 10 of 20. Of the 10 misses, they've got 7 offensive rebounds. That is tough. But you know what? To their credit, Virginia is defending without fouling. It's not an issue in this game.
Okorie comes across the lane and gets the roll. How about that? Under 7 minutes to go. Hall an open 3, and that's off the mark, and that'll come away to Okorie. He's going to the rack. You knew that. And now he's up to 8.
And just really a nice job taking the contact.
Offensive rebound off balance, but he was bumped, was Onioso. He'll go to the free throw line. The freshman, Mallory, scoops it up, and it will not go. And then Okorie's going to win the race to the ball and will lay it in, and you said it, he's got 10. He's got their last 4 baskets to make this a 2-point game. And Mallory answers at the other end. Chance Mallory from right here in. The rebound of the Cavaliers looking to build on a 5-point lead with under 5 to go.
Okorie's jump shot has not been there. He scored all his points on layups.
Great defense there by Stanford. The reason they did not stop it there is there was already a takeaway. Gealer is red hot today, and he's still hot. He has 13 in the game.
That was actually pretty good defense by Hall. Stayed with him, kept in front, the hand up. Gealer just seeing a huge basket. Oh, you want him to take that shot. Yeah, you live with that. And, I think being out here, being out east, getting acclimated to the time has really helped them, plus playing a game. He's been the three-point threat for Virginia so far. That was a great defensive sequence for Stanford.
Akpara using that wide body, gave it up. Long range and short by Gealer. Not sure that's a shot Stanford wanted there.
Well, and he surprised his team with that shot, and you could see that with the lack of transition defense. You don't want to surprise your team with a long three.
Okorie flips it up there left-handed, defended beautifully by Virginia. Yote had it rejected. And Mallory lays it off, was blocked. Mallory, and he'll go to the line.
This is a one-game snapshot, but he makes some really good decisions. He's tough.
But both teams ice cold to begin the second half. And Virginia's starting to warm up a little bit there. De Ridder, his second bucket of the second half. Stanford only one field goal made in the second 20 minutes and rejected by the big fella. Thomas spins his way in. That's beautifully done by Malik Thomas.
Right, you see the De Ridder, a couple possessions going, and that one getting into the paint area. The jump shot not really there. Here's the look inside. Their guards have such great size and strength. They can go in and...
Thomas, who spent 2 years at USC, then 2 years at San Francisco, talked about Dallin Hall as well, as there's another rejection and yet another. Odioso able to get it back, and here is Hall. Good ball, great ball movement there, and Lewis pays it off at the end. That lead swells to 15 in front of this sellout crowd in Charlottesville. Okorie rejected. Boy, Odioso is a monster. Shot clock violations, and we still have 12.5 minutes left. And Lewis feeling it, back-to-back trays, and a timeout for Stanford.
You react to an injury, you don't know, you think it's really bad, and it may not be as bad as you think, which is always good. But it's great to see him back it out, you know. Thijs De Ridder can get things done inside and outside, drawing the contact. I like the little jump hook there, Tom. That's it's something he said yesterday is really important to him.
I mean, they only have one scholarship player that is back from last year. There's a three in the corner. But you look at Virginia and what Odom has done. 10 new scholarship players. He got 7 transfers, 2 international imports as Hall lays it in. Mentioned his 5th head coaching job. You know, he had a short stint as an interim guy there in Charlotte. And then he went to Lenoir-Rhyne for 1 year. UMBC, we talked about that stunning upset, ironically, of Virginia. You look at Clemson, playing rugged, bruising schedules, and none the worse for wear. And there is a 3 knocked in by Cameron Grant. But meanwhile, for Stanford, 5 of 27 from the field here in the second half. 6 of 28, beating Georgia Tech by 10.
Yeah, I tell you, for the 2 new coaches, of Ryan Odom here and Jay Lucas down in Miami.
Outstanding coach, and that is that. De Ridder is going to be stopping by and visiting with us here in just a second. Our final score from Charlottesville, Virginia 70,